Silverback here. Today I've got an exciting new book that I just came out with called Flawless Victories, and it's published on Amazon. It has 60 of my games that don't have a single inaccuracy, miss, blunder, iPhone, blunder, or mistake. It's just an exposition in almost perfect chess. What it doesn't have is engine perfect moves. The engine occasionally prefers a move that I didn't make, but it doesn't rate any of my moves as inaccuracies or misses or mistakes or blunders. It's available on Amazon now for $9.99 on paperback or on Kindle until Wednesday. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free. After Wednesday, it goes to $1.99. But I thought I'd give you guys a treat and review some of the games here on Elite Chess Study. I'm going to go ahead and review the first 13 games that they all ended in checkmate. So those should be fun to look at. Let's get into it. First game, I started with the Hungarian. I call it the Caro-Kann because when you're playing against e4, it's called the Caro-Kann. But this is technically a Slav formation. Stop it, phone. Now, where's the opponent's blunder? There's the opponent's first blunder. This is a blitz game. And this guy's 1630. I'm 1635 in this game. And he immediately just gives up his queen. Does he quit right away? No, he makes me earn it for 40 whole moves, all the way to checkmate. This guy's a fighter. He's down a queen. He wants to keep going. He takes with the king. Okay. As you can see, like right here, the engine prefers that I do e5 instead of e6, but it doesn't rate me as inaccurate. That's the important part. I call it flawless victories for a reason. But they're not engine perfect. If I was making engine perfect moves for 60 games, that would be a little weird, right? That would be like, hey, what are you doing, Silverback? What are you doing over there? At least this way you know I'm human, I'm playing human moves. But they're great. All right. Pushing pawns, pushing pawns. Now, I'm up a queen, so I'm up material. Just trade, trade, trade. I'm down for trades. Can we get some more trades in, please? Trade bonds. Why not? Here we got some action on the C file. The engine says you're up a queen. Go ahead and sack the exchange. Trade that bishop for your rook. I don't do it. I'm not that brave. But I do get to trade knights at the cost of a pawn. It still wants me to sack the exchange, but instead I come up here. Ba-bing. Now we've got all this tension on the C file. I don't think I saw that free pawn. No, I didn't. But I do eventually. Trading pawns. Now I see the free pawn. King is expected to go to d2, but instead it goes to the center of the board, centralizing your king in the... this isn't the endgame because I still have a queen. It's the endgame for him because he doesn't have a queen. In the meantime, I'm threatening mate and mate. 40 moves in the Hungarian. Next game, I'm playing against the Scandinavian. I actually really like the Scandinavian. I like to play it. There's just something nice about bringing my queen out on move 2. I don't know what it is. But the cool thing about playing the Scandinavian so much is I've learned what actually works against the Scandinavian. So, queen's out, knight's out, pawn's out. Perfect moves up to now. Still, okay, there's my first disagreement with the engine. I kept my bishop short. I don't know why. I think because I just want to coddle my knight. I love my knight. I want to protect him. All right, then we castle, yes. Loot for the king. Pinning that knight to the queen. Developing a rook. Wants me to go back here. What do I do instead? I go back here. Develop a queen, not a bad idea. Trade knights? Don't mind if I do. Ah. Am I down a piece? No. Did I hang a pawn? I did. And the engine still rates me as not making any inaccuracies. Beautiful. Beautiful. Threading a knight. Centralizing a knight. Ooh, free pawn. Trade pawns. And then this is just hanging mate. Bing, bong, bonk. Good game to dare Andy. Well played, buddy. This game, game number 3, is I have no words for this game. I have no explanation. I don't know what happened. But my opponent is 1647. Nosferatu 17 is his name. And I think he was just having a really bad day. Because what is that? All right. We're in the Sicilian. Funk. I don't really know how to play against the Sicilian, so I'm just like, well, I'll trade knights. Why not? And there's a free queen. How long did it take him to make that move? This is bullet. Okay, so he's pre-moving. But even after pre-moving, I realized, okay, my knight's lost one way or the other. I want to take a pawn. I'll take that pawn. Okay, I'll check the king. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that and that. I don't take the free knight. Like I said, it's bullet. I've got 42 seconds to figure it all out. But I take a rook. Eventually, I'm going to take that knight. Sooner or later. Okay, I finally took that knight. Welcome to bullet. Important to note, I wasn't too worried about stalemate here because he does have this pawn that can go down. Would it have been stalemate? No, the king can... No. 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 Yeah, without this pawn, it would have been stalemate. Instead, he moved the pawn. I go for checkmate. I have no idea what happened to Nosferatu that day. He was just having a bad day. But that's okay. Here we have, I'm playing against an Italian. I believe Gioco Pianissimo? Yeah, Gioco Pianissimo. Obviously, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. Game's still even. We traded bishops. I gave up the bishop pair. Now I'm attacking a knight. I'm pinning the knight to the queen. What's a good move for the opponent? Not that. I do find the critical move. Now, apparently, Stockfish says for white to go ahead and give up the queen. Because you're getting a knight and a bishop for the queen. Why not? Sounds good. Let's do it. He doesn't go that route. Here it says take with the bishop. I took with the knight. I don't know why. But this is just mate in 2. And good game to Umid 1497. Here we have a Nimzo. I don't play the Nimzo. Like, I'm just playing Nimzo a little bit here and there, but like, this game, apparently I wanted to play it. I don't know what I'm doing. But we're trading queens. Trading bishops. Castle my king. Bad spot for the king because I got check with the knight. That's even worse because now I've got check again and collect the rook. And now... And that's just the funniest mate ever. Double checkmate. King can't go here because of the pawn, can't go here because the pawn, can't go here because of the bishop, can't go here because of the pawn, can't go here because of the rook. Or here because of the rook or the pawn. Can't go here because he's blocked in by his own pawn. Can't go here because of this pawn protecting this pawn. That is a lovely mate. I really like the look of that one. I think that one's pretty cool. Next game we have is London in Blitz format, 3-0. I do enjoy a good London. Who is this against? Being Cosmic? I don't remember this game. This one, simple enough. Just push the pawn, backs the bishop away. Maybe they think they're earning some time on the clock, but not really. Apparently I like chasing the bishop. You want to trade bishops? No? We're going to trade bishops anyway. Now he has pushed his f-pawn, and Ben Feingold would be so upset. Ben Feingold would be like, you deserve everything that's coming to you. Ben Feingold would be go, here's my queen. Here's my queen again. Apparently the knight down there would have been best. I went here. Oh, this would have been checkmate in 1. Double checkmate. I didn't see that, but I still didn't get rated as an inaccuracy because this is still strong. Check, check, and checkmate. Knight's holding the bishop. Queen's got the back rank covered. And this square. Get off of there. This square. Pawn's got this square, and he's blocked in by his other 2 pawns. That is a funny looking mate, if I do say so myself. So like the old saying, you know, when you have mate in 1, look for better. Next game we have the Scandinavian. Like I said, I like playing the Scandinavian. Scandinavian's fun. So, I play it from time to time. Typical Scandinavian. The bishop doesn't usually go here. I don't know about that bishop being there. But Stockfish says it's still a little bit advantage for white. Where's their mistake? Now it's a little bit advantageous for black. Chasing my bishop might be a bit of a mistake, but I back my bishop up. He wants to trade. Now I just have mate in 2. He got so hungry for that pawn, thinking I'd take back, but no, I'm backing up by the queen and mate in 2. Good game. That was Tiber chess. He was 25-26. I was my elo was 1389 at the time, and he was 25-26. That's a 2500 that just gave up mate in 2 like that. Good game, buddy. Thank you, T-Beer Chess. Next game, I labeled it a tactical London. Let's see what's tactical about it. Ah, yes. Unlock the rook. All right, so like 4 years ago, I bought Eric Rosen's course on the London system. International Master Eric Rosen had a course on the London system. And he said, whenever they're offering a trade of bishops, just back it up. And then you get your rook unlocked, and you can start having designs on the H-file. Oh, yeah. And that's, like, right there, I started thinking, okay, what about the H-file? What about the H-file? Threaten my bishop. Bishop takes knight. Bishop takes bishop. Knight up. Now I'm having designs on the H-file with the queen and the rook. And I'm thinking, I can get that. Oh, yeah. Let me taste it. Knight can't take because knight's backing it up. So the knight comes in here, and I say, okay, I want the H-file. Can I get the H-file? Knight here, apparently, is Stockfish's recommendation. It's still advantageous for white. It's still pretty much winning for white. But taking the knight, not a good idea because, boom. That's my H-file. Good game to Oju. O-J-O-O-O-O. Is that 4 O's or 5 O's? I don't know. I'm seeing double. Karo Khan. Is this an... Okay, this is an actual Karo Khan because we start with E4. And then I see 6. Hillbilly attack. Not bad. Let's see where my first advantage came from. Already with the hillbilly attack, you can see I have advantage. So that's good news for me. Offering trade of knights. Knights are traded. Now the queen wants to come in, and the queen's coming in. That's a blunder. Now my queen's here. And that's just hanging mate. 1477, this guy is W. Bernie. Good game, W. Bernie. All right, here's a bullet against the Karo Khan. So I like playing the Karo Khan, but I also know how to play against the Karo Khan. Exchange variation, no big deal. Oh, this one, did I telegraph? No. Now that's a blunder, but I'm not sure why. Oh, hanging the bishop? Okay. And then just hanging mate. Look at that free pawn. That pawn has never been more free in his life. But what did it cost him? Everything. All right, next game is a bullet game in the London system. Apparently I grabbed extra space in the center. Apparently I was just getting inventive. I've never done this before. But check. And right here, you had to have seen it, buddy. It started with 60 seconds. I'm down to 53 seconds. He's down to 57.9 seconds. He's used 2.1 seconds the whole time. White is only barely advantageous, except he wants to take my bishop. And boom, 50.7 seconds. From start to finish in less than 10 seconds for me. And he only used 2.2 seconds. Good game, Kratos Collection. He's 23-24, so that's bullet for you. Anybody can win in bullet. It's wild. Now I'm playing against the London. And what am I playing? Just typical chess. Back the bishop up. Oh, didn't we just see this? Didn't we just see earlier in the game, like a few games back, it was a London system where I unlocked the rook and had designs on the H-file? Let's see what happens here. Free pawn for me. What are you doing, buddy? 1585, Akinogachis. Use 6 seconds of his clock. 5. So that's a 6.5 second start to finish for me. And that was against the London. So in the London, I unlocked the H file and I got a quick mate. Going against the London, I unlocked the H file and I got a quick mate. Go me. All right, last game against the Scandi. We've seen it before. But how did this one go? Oh, yes. This one, I'm also a bullet. I have no idea if I... I think I did calculate... Okay, no, yeah, I did calculate this. Okay, because I got 56.5 seconds down to 47.2 seconds. So I burned up 9 seconds coming up with knight e5. I see the coordination. I see the coordination. I see what's going on. But he doesn't see the coordination, and he doesn't see the coordination. He doesn't know what's going on. So he takes, and I take. And he gets hungry for that free queen. That tasty free queen. Check and mate. All right, so that's the first 13 games in flawless victories. Like I said, I have 60 full games in there. The rest are going to be resignations with one draw, just one draw. Because it was a 38 mover in perfect chess, I wanted to go ahead and show the draw for 38 moves. I believe it was drawn by agreement. We just each had a pawn and a rook and said, we're good. But Flawless Victories on Amazon.com, available now, like I said. On Kindle Unlimited, it's free for until Wednesday. After that, it's $1.99. In paperback, it's $9.99. No big deal. And I'll leave the link in the description for you to check out. Have a good day. Thanks for hanging out with me.